Alright guys, got all the parts for the lift kit here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different boxes. This is for my Silverado. What we're going to do is I'm going to go through the checklist here and make sure we have all the parts. Now they've got them checked off for each box. Here's 1, 2, 3, and then it shows all the parts here too, and then has a list. So I'm going to go through everything and make sure I've got all the parts, lay them out on the table, you know, per box, and then put them back in, just to make sure we've got everything. And that way, when I get the truck, take it to get the lift put on, I'm going to have somebody else do it, because I don't think that it'll fit through the door after I lift it. The Jeep barely fits, and I don't think the truck's going to fit after we lift it up. So I think I'm going to have somebody else do it, and then be a little bit easier on time for me too that way. So so I'm going to get started here, and I'll try to make some short videos of everything laid out on the table, and we can go through and check them off real quick after I get them laid out. But I'll be back as soon as I get everything laid out here per box. Alright, we got everything laid out here. This is all just out of the first box that I've gotten here, and it did have a couple smaller boxes inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the first one here, lift blocks. We've got both of the lift blocks right there. Those are for the rear. Lower A-arm support rods. I'm assuming that that's what those two bars there are. Differential drop brackets. I'm assuming that that's either these or those. I know those are for the front there. That's the differential, so that might be those there. Compression strut brackets. I'm not sure on those. 4 and 5. So maybe those are, and some of the stuff, it was labeled, some of it wasn't. Like the lift blocks they've got a label on it, 14B, but I know those are lift blocks, so that's what those are. Now this does have a, let me see here, yeah, 14 SSP, so that's got to be I'm not sure what those are, but I know there's two of those. There's two of those. Those are supposed to be those. I know those are the drop brackets for the front diff, and I'm assuming these are probably maybe drop brackets for something else here. Let's see if it says. Rear bump stop extenders. I think that stuff is all in there, because I think these are possibly what those are. And I'm not for sure on some of this stuff, because I've never went through any of this, but sway bar extenders and stuff like that, I'm sure, in there. Now these are the brake line extension brackets, the new tie rod ends, and then these are the CV joint. The CV shaft extensions or spacers right there. So that's all three of these were in that box right there. So I know we've got all those, and then all of this stuff is in there. So I'm just gonna assume that it's all there, because there's different stuff that I'm not gonna completely unpack. And then sway bar brackets there's got to be this here. I'm assuming that's got to be what that is. And then the differential drop brackets are those, and then the support arms and the lift blocks. So looks like we've got everything. I mean, as far as not going technically through all of this stuff here, I'm sure it's probably there. So I think we'll go ahead and pack the first box back up, and then we will get started on one of these other boxes. Alright guys, we've got the second box open here, and I've already seen some of this, but this box here just contains the 2 aluminum spindles, which are those big babies. And those things weigh a ton. Even with them being aluminum, they are friggin' heavy. So I've got 2 of those. I didn't take the second one out of the box because I know it's in there. And then the U-bolts and the nuts and stuff for it. All the nuts and everything are in there. And then the U-bolts for it there. So not much in this box, but I am super impressed with the quality of this. I mean, these things are fantastic, and they're nice. I mean, this machined, and like I said, they weigh a bunch. So definitely didn't hold out on the spindles. They are nice. So we will get the third box here unpacked, and I have been through this third box, but I'll do a little video on it just so you guys can see what's in it. The third box is the control arms, and I did order these special. If you're doing a 7 or 8 inch lift, you do not need these. I mean, you can order them if you want to, but they are pretty expensive. If you're doing the 9 inch, then they're highly recommended, so I went ahead and got them. And then same with that box over there. Those are the add leafs, and I'll pull those out just to do a quick video as well. But those 2 things you only have to have if you're doing a 9 inch lift. You don't need the add leaf for the 7 or 8 inch either. So, but I want to go 9, so I will get this packed back up, and we'll get the A-arms out so you can take a look at those next. Okay guys, we've got the control arms unboxed. This is everything that came in this box here. Basically we have the bushings here, bushings there for each control arm. These are the steel pieces that go in the middle, in between there. The grease shirts, and then the control arms themselves. Now these are nicer than the stock, because the stock ones that I have do not have grease shirts in them. So, and then the ball joints are supposed to be a lot better. They are Moog brand, and they're supposed to be really good. So better than stock, anyways. So we're gonna try them out and see. I do believe that it said that these control arms are actually set back just a little bit further than stock. That way you have less rubbing on the front end. I could be wrong on that, but I think I read that somewhere or heard that on some YouTube videos or something. But hopefully that's the case, because I don't want to trim unless I have to. I mean, a little bit would be okay, just the valence or something like that, but the less the better, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to get this all put back in the box, and then we'll get the big box out, and then all we'll have is the add leaves after that. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay guys, got the big box all unpacked here, and got a table full out of this one. We're going to go over this here. These are the things that are in box 2, which is the big one. We've got the rear shocks. We've got 2 of those. They are right here is one of them for the rear. And then the other one I didn't unpack. It's in the white box here. The rear cross member, which would be this one, is the black there, the big cross member. And then the compression struts would be these right here, and they kind of look like traction bars or something, but these are the compression struts with the bushings and sleeves. Wonder where the bushings and sleeves are. Maybe, oh, there they are. There's the bushings and sleeves for the compression struts. So those are there. Glad I didn't check that off. And then we have the front Crossmember, which is the beautiful, pretty one that says McGaughy's on it. Has the nice silver inserts and rivets. That's going to look sharp on there. And then we have the skid plate, which is right there. That's the skid plate that goes in the front. And then the adjustable front lift struts, which is the struts that goes on the very front. And these are replacements for what's in their stock. This is the ring for 7. There's the 8-inch ring, and then the 9-inch ring. You slide this up or down, you know, depending on where you want the lift, how high you want it up. So 9 inches is where mine will be, so it'll be up here. That would push everything up. I believe that's how it works. So I think it's set on 7 from the factory. So those are the front strut replacements. They'll take my springs off and install them onto this, and you just use the same springs, and then this replaces the strut itself. So everything seems to be here. A lot of stuff to put on here, man. There's 3 boxes we went through already, plus this big box. And then the add-a-leafs, which I will pull out here in a few minutes, and I will show you those real quick too. I mean, everybody's seen an add-a-leaf probably, but I'll pull them out just to take a quick look and then pack them back up because they're simple. So, but yeah, it looks like everything's here that we need. Tires are ordered, should be in Monday or Tuesday. I did order some new wheels. I went with the 22 by 12 wheel. It's a negative 44 offset. And I got the, I can't even think of the brand name of it right now, but it's the Rage, Hostile Rage, that's what it is. Hostile Rage chrome wheel is what I went with. My truck's black, so it'll have a little bit of an offset. So these, and the ones on my Jeep here, they're negative 44 offset as well. So now these are 35-inch tires, and the ones that I got for the truck are going to be 37s. So they're going to be a little bit taller, less sidewall, of course, because these are 15-inch rims and those are 22s. So it won't be the real skinny tire, because I don't really care for that so much. But everybody's got their own opinion on them. So, but it will be a 22 by 12, and then the tires are 37 by 1350 by 22 on the tire, and it'll be a mud terrain. Yokohama, I think, is what they were. So I should have the tires and wheels within a week or so, or a week and a half. I will do a video on those as well, so that everybody can see those before I get them put on. And I'll have them mounted and balanced, and then I'll do a little video on them after that. So I'll get the leaf springs out, and we'll take a look at those real quick, the add-a-leaf, and then that should wrap up most of this for tonight. So I'll be back with the leaf springs. All right, guys, here we are. Last but not least, the add-a-leafs for the 9-inch suspension lift. Basically just 2 leaves to go in with the rest of them, and they give you the bolts to go with it too. So, but yep, this is the end of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes total. Basically 1 box just for leaf springs, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get everything put on the truck and get everything put in, get the wheels put on, and it's going to look fantastic, I think. So, yeah, follow the channel, and I'll post videos and stuff along the way as I go, and we're going to do a before and after video as well. That way you guys can see what it looks like, pretty much stock. I do have a 2-inch leveling kit right now. It's on it on the front, and I don't know that they'll leave that on there or if they'll take it off. I'm not sure, but that's the only thing that's on there as far as suspension right now. So basically stock tires and everything. So, but yeah, continue to watch, and hopefully we'll have some more videos for you, and you'll be able to see the see the final result when it's all finished. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.